Minneapolis, Minnesota. They are playing Super Bowl 52 right here, US Bank Stadium. There is $500 million that comes through the host city each Super Bowl. You think I'm not gonna be here? Downtown Minneapolis. Our first stop's gonna be over at the Poorhouse Bar and Grill, where celebrity guests are set to be there all weekend long. My buddy Seraphin, who traveled all the way from South Beach, Florida, got the gig as the resident DJ for the duration of 5 days. Had to drop in and show off my DJ skills. Hanging out here in Minneapolis, Minnesota with my boy DJ Seraphin.
We are day 3 right now, so we got 2 more to go.
2 more to go.
2 more to go. So, it's cold. That's all I got to
Let's
say.
go. It is chilly. It is chilly, man. This is your second Super Bowl?
Second Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, man. You having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Who's coming tonight?
Oh, tonight we got G-Eazy, Nick Cannon, Afrojack.
Afrojack.
And Mixmaster Mike and the Beastie Boys.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
Well, big ups, man. Keep the energy. Keep it alive like you always do.
Hey guys, DJ Seraphin here. You're tuning in on Super Bowl Sunday.
Next, we were invited to BET's Super Bowl Gospel Celebration, where Snoop D-O G was going to be debuting his new album, The Gospel of Love.
That was a great time, but we had to get out of there a little quick because we got a tip that Shaquille O'Neal was DJing a party down the street. Of course, with Shaq in town, you're going to run into a National Guard from Snoop to Shaq. How about that?
So my very first Super Bowl was 5 years ago. I got to go out to New Orleans with a friend of mine who had started a kukui necklace business. And what kukui necklaces are is basically Hawaiian leis, but instead of the flowers, they were these seashell type things. And why his were super popular was because he had painted NFL team logos onto them. And so at first it was just some players from the islands that would wear his product, but eventually it became so popular that the NFL actually bought him out. And so he flies me out to New Orleans, and I go out there and I make some great money, but I also saw all the people from all over the world. I mean, you just had kings and celebrities and entrepreneurs, and everybody was just at this one epicenter, which was the Super Bowl, trying to get a piece of the action. And so I told myself, man, I've got to make some type of film or talk show or something, and so that's what I did. Our next stop was over at the St. Paul Hotel Bar and Grill. Macallan Scotch had given them a 40-year-old bottle because of the fact that they were hosting the Super Bowl. Let's go check it out and see exactly how much it's going for. Very excited as we have a 40-year-old bottle of scotch that is worth $6,800. $6,800. That's enough to buy a car. Each pour is $650.
So this is only the 3rd release ever of Macallan 40-year-old, and there was 70 bottles allocated to the United States. And we were fortunate enough to get 1 bottle to the state of Minnesota, only because we're hosting the Super Bowl this year.
What have you and your staff done just to prepare and
get ready for it?
Along with bringing in the Macallan 40-year-old, we have beefed up some of our other high-end whiskeys and scotches, brought in some nice wines.
Side out and round, upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out and round. Instinctively, you give to me the love that I need. I cherish the moment with you.
We're always trying to get exposure at the Super Bowl. A young lady named Z, she's gonna be handing out flyers and paying people $30 an hour to hand out flyers promoting her cat Dumpling at the Super Bowl. So let's go check her out. Z, how are you?
Good, how are you?
What's going on? How's everything?
Pretty good.
So where is the little guy? This guy ain't little, man. Oh my gosh, Dumpling. Now, Dumpling, how many followers do you have on Instagram?
We just hit 1,000.
Well, it's good to finally meet you, Z.
Yeah, nice to meet you as
Yeah.
well. Dumpling's excited as well.
Yeah, and congratulations, Dumpling, on your interview with Minneapolis Public Radio.
Thank you.
Paying some people to hand out flyers.
Yes, I am.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I posted on Craigslist a couple weeks ago for that.
Okay.
We got a ton of responses. It was
I'm sure.
pretty surprising. I just thought it's kind of a weird gig, but you know, if you're paying, then then people
Sure.
will want to do it.
I mean, and Dumpling needs the exposure, too. You know what I mean? I mean,
Wow. Do you guys like cats?
yeah, I love a cat.
Here with Rick Fraser. He is the head chef here at the St. Paul Hotel Grill. And wow, this is an incredible time. Now, Rick, tell us about some things that you have on the menu for Super Bowl Sunday that are not normally on the menu.
For the Super Bowl, we brought in a 42-day aged, dry-aged ribeye, a prime.
Wow.
And then on top of that, we brought in the A5 Japanese Wagyu. So we're running that, started last night. We have two different cuts. We have a 4-ounce and an 8-ounce.
Okay.
The 4 ounce is $85.
Okay.
And the 8 ounce is $130.
If you're not familiar with Wagyu beef, let me tell you how it works. Each cow gets a room at the Ritz. He has groupies that massage his hands and he drinks beer. Sometimes he gets fanned. He's like a superstar. And when it gets to the plate, it really is the best meat that you have ever tasted.
Today starts 12-hour shifts for the next 4 days for me and,
Sure.
and most of my management crew. So it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to be over in the blink of an eye.
Yes, it's going to be over so fast.
We have a buyout on Saturday. CBS
Okay.
bought out the restaurant.
Okay, CBS
So
did?
we have a small party, but we're at 400 reservations tomorrow night, 200
Wow.
reservations for lunch tomorrow. Just time to go.
I know you got to run, and thank you for the interview and me. Well, best of luck, and really appreciate talking to you, and have a great time this weekend,
You
huh?
too, man. You
All
too.
right. I'm talking to Will, Patriots fan, okay, and then we got Nate, and he's a Vikings fan. Sorry, man, I'm really sorry. So listen, they got $100 on the 40-yard dash. Who do you think's gonna win? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. All right. We'll see what happens.
That's worth it.
My man right here pulled it off.
So Jerry size where you played offensive tackle?
In the middle of the last century.
That's amazing. Now, did you wear like the leather face mask?
I think so. I can't remember much.
Hey Jerry, super nice to meet you. Have fun and enjoy the game, guys. Thank you guys. So we are very excited. We are hanging out here at the Devin George Celebrity Basketball Classic for charity. Am I correct? Yes, for charity. Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl 52, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm actually standing here with Miss Black Minnesota. Yes. Great to meet you.
The NFL has always done such a great job in supporting nonprofit organizations and rallying around the community, specifically young people. I've never seen an organization this generous on just so many different levels.
Introduce you guys to Rob. He works with the BBC London. He's come out here for the Super Bowl. And yeah, this is a little bit different football than the football that you're used to, eh?
Yeah, football that you use your hands with rather than your feet.
So now do you guys specifically focus on sporting events, international sporting events? Or?
Well, I specifically focus on the NFL
Okay.
from a broadcaster's perspective in England. Just over the years, we've obviously got more games coming over to London. Three or four games are played in London.
Right.
And, you know, the game's grown so big over there that everyone's very aware of it now, that we've actually got to the point where we're actually bringing teams of people over here to cover Super Bowls, games and such, and kind of see what's going on. There's an appetite for it. So, yeah.
The National Football League announced the schedule of London games for 2018, featuring a series of firsts, including a debut of a new stadium, and 3 teams are playing their first ever regular season game in London. 6 teams, 3 games. First up will be the Seahawks Raiders at the brand new Tottenham for the first time. Next, you got the Eagles versus Jaguars. That's going to be played at Wembley Stadium. And wrapping up the 2018 London games, you have the Titans versus the Chargers. And that's also going to be at Wembley Stadium.
Locker room facilities for the soccer team, where they've specifically built locker rooms for the American football players, so when they come over. So it's all custom built, all custom made for American football teams, which is kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
You know, you have a facility, and you know, teams will use that facility, but now we're getting to the point where they're actually building stadiums with American football teams, NFL teams in mind. So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's crazy. It's really advanced. It's been just over 10 years now that they've been bringing games to London,
Right.
and they sell out within like, you know, I think a couple of minutes. You
Wow.
know, times, yeah, like 80,000 seater stadiums, 60,000 seaters. Then we got 40,000 season ticket holders. So people are just loving it.
Wow.
And like, you know, even teams like Cleveland Browns that don't win games, you know, they come over.
I think they
sell
won
out.
one game.
No, not this year. They didn't.
No, that's
they
it.
didn't. They
No
lost. They
game.
lost. Yeah.
Reminds me of my junior college football team. We went 0-10 one year.
I think it's also about all the bits and pieces around it, the access, and then the fact that sportsmen in England, you know, you don't get much access to them.
Okay.
And if you do, it's very regulated, and then there's no personality. Whereas in the US with the NFL, what you find is you've got, you know, players that are brought up to, you know, work with the media, to talk to the media. They're always there talking to the media. It's quite a unique thing to experience from my perspective.
We came out pretty good. We gave up that one cheesy touchdown with the quarterback scramble, but I think besides that, we played pretty decent in the second half.
Okay, at the end of the game, too, you shut them down and give the ball back to your offensive. Was that meaningful?
Oh yeah, it's always meaningful, man. It don't look like much now, but later on in the season,
It's the most unique thing I think I've ever worked on from the access point of view. And I think it's something that people in England, UK, Europe especially, are intrigued and just mesmerised about. So, it's different.
Well, thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, welcome.
Strippers.
Mike Wilmer.
Bands that make her dance. 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 All these chicks poppin', I'm just poppin' bang. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. These chicks clappin' and they ain't using hands. Bands that make her dance.
I love the strip club. I like to see girls make money. I like to throw money. That's what I like. I like to go to clubs for a date so I could drink and then I get crazy later. The best date ever. Oh, and there's food in the strip club. So win-win.
We're hanging out here with Roxanne. She's looking beautiful tonight. And she's an entertainer right here at Rick's Cabaret, downtown Minneapolis. And she just did her thing. And thing or thing? Thing. Yeah, I gotta say thing, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be cool, you know. But so she did her thing.
I got high expectations because we're doing $1,000 per hour for a private room. So I'm gonna be there a good like 32 hours this weekend. So let's get 30 bands.
She out here hustling. She making that money. That's right. She's doing her thing.
Ain't a strip club with things showing. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance. All these chicks poppin', I'm just poppin' bang. Bands that make her dance. Bands that make her dance.
What?
If you're not going to do it, no one's going to give it to you.
Okay.
I wasn't going to miss this for nothing in the world.
Right? A lot of stuff goes on here, man. Especially this lobby.
I just hope the Eagles pull it off so we can bring some of that money back home.
Okay. How much you been selling tickets for?
5, 6.
Six.
Lowest.
Yeah? Lowest. 5, 6.
The guy right now is supposed to be coming to get some club about 8s, 4 together.
8s, 4 together, 32 grand?
These are people I've been dealing with for 13 years.
So
they come, they're shopping right now. They're spending about 25, 30 grand on clothes. Once they get done, where you at? Come to the Hilton. It's done.
Dang.
So everything is about keeping them motherfuckers online every year.
Right.
Motherfuckers ain't gonna miss a Super Bowl. They're not gonna miss an All-Star game. I got them locked in for everything. Mayweather, they're locked in. They're not gonna fuck with nobody but me.
Right. That's your boy Mayweather? Oh, you the man.
Mayweather put more money in my pocket than any fucking body.
Wow.
Anybody.
It's my time, it's money time. Everything we do is put over the top.
The Super Bowl is a time unlike any other. The nation stops and takes time to celebrate freedom. First week in February is about the celebration of the American dream. Some people enjoy their freedoms by taking a day off to watch the big game. Some people use it as an excuse for a party. Others use it as a tool to promote their cause. In the end, It's such a great time to see people gather around and use this national event to somehow benefit. I will forever be grateful that I've been able to be as involved as I am with this historic occasion. I look forward to next year as the ATL is the host. Until then, Sir David Isaac signing off.
Shed His grace on thee, crown my good with brotherhood.